I had producers hitting me up that I was like mind blown. I had DJ Mustard hit me up to pull up to a session. I actually found out, I heard the snippet of Youngboy on my beat when I was at school. That's how I found out, and I started freaking out like in class. And then like 5 minutes later, he comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, are you that producer on TikTok?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "No way." He was like, "I didn't know you went to the school, blah, blah, blah." At first, I did not know the algorithm at all. I learned that like, you know, over years, over like the years of me posting and stuff, I learned that people have like no attention span at all.
W tym odcinku będę rozmawiał z Barraginim, czyli producentem, którego TikToki czy tam Reelsy widział już chyba każdy z nas. To właśnie on wrzucał te TikToki, że próbuje być producentem Youngboya i tak dalej. No i koniec końców się udało, także porozmawiamy sobie o tym, jak doprowadził do tego, że ma ten placement. Pogadamy też o tym, jak się wybić na swoich Reelsach, na swoim kontencie, na swoich TikTokach i o wielu naprawdę ciekawych rzeczach. No a na samym końcu pokaże on, jak robi te mocne bity w stylu Youngboya. Także bez zbędnego gadania już lecimy z tym. What's going on, guys? Today I'm with Barragini.
What's up? What's up?
First of all, tell me how long you've been making beats.
I started making music when I was 13. I'm 19 now, so that's about 6 years, almost 6 years.
Where from you got the idea of making Youngboy type beats and put them on TikTok and stuff, all of that, your content, right?
So that actually started, those weren't my first beat videos. I was posting like a kind of mixture of everything, but at the time I was listening to a lot of Youngboy, and so one day like I had the inspiration to make a Youngboy type beat. I thought it was whatever at first, but I just posted it and it went crazy.
So it was the one with you bumping your head and stuff.
It was like one of my first ones. That one's at like almost 2 million views for the Youngboy beats. So I was like, oh shoot, I gotta keep doing these. So then I just started grinding Youngboy beats. I was posting them, everyone was loving them and stuff. I just followed the algorithm. Yeah, that was like last year. I'd say maybe August or September. And then I just kept going, and then I started almost posting daily Youngboy videos, and then moved over to Instagram, started posting on Instagram too. That really gave me the push start to where I am now.
Yeah, you had grown your brand a lot with these videos, right?
Yeah, this helps out a lot.
And how you leverage that to the Youngboy placement which you got recently, like how all of that happened? Because of course probably someone saw your videos and like you got the opportunity from these videos, right?
So basically, you know how I was just posting so consistently, it would reach out to the audience that had contact with Youngboy, just because, you know, that's how the algorithm works. So I reached out to the Youngboy fans, the people that had the connections to him, like the producers and stuff. They would like reach out to me and say like, "Yo, your stuff is fire, let's collaborate and stuff." I would be stacking up so many emails to the people that had connections to him, and I would just send out loops like every week trying to get the Youngboy placement with all the emails that I had. This one producer named 17, he has a bunch of placements with him. So when he hit me up, I was like, oh shoot, like this is serious, like I might actually, you know, lock one in with him. And so I just kept sending loops while I was making videos and stuff. One of them landed. 17 used one of my loops, somehow got it to D-Rock and Youngboy with his connections, and Youngboy hopped on it. That was the craziest thing that ever happened to me. I actually found out, I heard the snippet of Youngboy on my beat when I was at school. That's how I found out, and I started freaking out like in class. People were looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? But I didn't even know how to react. But yeah, it all came from just connections. Instagram helped a lot because people would just go to my Instagram, DM me, we just exchange emails and stuff.
Yeah, that's great, bro. Would you say that the skill of making beats and the years of making beats, hard work you put in before, was necessary?
Yes, definitely, because you could be putting out as much content as you want, but if it's not good, it's not going to go anywhere. So definitely try perfecting your craft, but at the same time still post. I say, you know, when you feel like you're good enough to post and stuff, just stay consistent with it. But yeah, it definitely helped.
Yeah, can you talk about using the content like the short form videos and stuff to really build your brand and build those connections?
Yeah, so I've been posting for about like 2 years now, maybe more, I actually don't know, but I kind of saw what other people were doing and kind of implemented my own style to it. A lot of it came from experimenting. At first I did not know the algorithm at all. I learned that, like, you know, over years, over like the years of me posting and stuff, I learned that people have like no attention span at all. If they're scrolling on TikTok and they're waiting for the beat to drop for 30 seconds, you know how easy it is to scroll. I realized that, and I was like, oh, I gotta put the beat drop in like first 3 seconds of the video to just catch their attention. So I would just do that with all my my beats. And at the same time, I would just put my phone on my speaker and have it like shaking and stuff. So it makes the audience feel like they're a part of the beat and stuff. And so like that worked out. I started doing that with like, you know, not only the Youngboy beats, but like the different kind of beats that I have. It just took off from there.
Yeah, I was about to ask about the tricks too. Like you said, the first 3 seconds to catch their attention, the shaking stuff to make them feel like they part of it. What would you say are the another tips to really make those reels, TikToks more engaging, let me say, to people stay?
Yeah, so it might be different for everyone, but my tips are that you don't want to keep your intro, the entire intro of your beat in like a TikTok video, just because it's easy for people to scroll. And if a person gets bored for 1 second, they're going to go to the next video. So you just have to find a way to catch their attention by putting the beat drop. Let's say you're showing beats, put the beat drop in the first 6 seconds. That really helps engagement because it hooks the audience in. Another tip is like I also keep my videos short, my video length to be about like 30 seconds. This all just helps with the audience not getting too bored. And also the beat has to have like provide a lot of dopamine. That's what videos do to keep people in. It can't be the same thing over and over again. There could be like a beat drop and then like maybe 15 seconds in like a switch up, and then like a little later maybe like something different like a switch up, so it'll keep the audience like, oh shoot, like crazy.
I saw on your TikToks and reels we can see you got a lot of energy. Would you say that it helped a lot too in terms of like keeping people attention and stuff?
Yeah, for sure, because a lot of people say like in the comments like, I like this dude's energy. There's also a lot of haters and stuff, but I don't care. If it works, it works. I'm gonna just keep doing it. But yeah, I say it definitely helps because it makes the audience feel like they're a part of the video too. And if I'm just standing there like this, I don't think it would go anywhere, just because like I feel like expressing like my emotions and stuff is kind of engages with the audience. Like I don't know, it's just, I think it helps.
And it probably, let me say, sell beat better because like you bumping and stuff, you got this energy and people like feel it more, like yeah, this beat is actually hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you talk a little bit about making income from the content, of like expanding it outside of the just, you know, views and likes? Is there any way to do it? You can tell from your experience.
Yeah, so I use BeatStars to sell. I was lucky enough to have them like post me on their actual Instagram like 2 or 3 times, and that was crazy to me, but that really helped my sales too. BeatStars and YouTube is where people can like actually listen to the full track and stuff, maybe download the track, use it, and then if they're gonna post on like all platforms, then they'll purchase it after. So a big tip is, you know, letting people have the beat for free, because people want to test the beat out first. If they can't access it for free, then you're probably missing out on a sale. But if people are gonna like steal your stuff, then it's the artists that aren't signed, it's the artists that like have less than 1,000 monthly listeners, so you don't have to worry about getting your beat stolen and stuff, as long as you just, you know, worry about the artists that are serious. But yeah, YouTube, and then having the BeatStars link in the description, I think that's like the go-to for producers, posting pretty consistently on YouTube. And also a big income source is sound kits. So a lot of my sales come from drum kit that I dropped. I made sure that the drum kit kind of correlated with the videos that I was making. So obviously I was making Youngboy beats. I dropped a Youngboy type drum kit, and that went crazy. Yeah, just kind of learning what styles of video you're making, and just that's gonna be your approach to what you're selling. So if you're like making videos on Youngboy beats and you're selling like Drake sound kits, like it's not gonna work out. So just kind of balancing that.
Yeah, right. So you do post type beats, right? Youngboy type beats and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the main part of your income, or like just some bonus?
I'd say mainly sound kits. Sound kits are heavy because a lot of my audience is producers. When producers see producers, they're not gonna buy beats. They're just gonna, you know, look into how can I be a better producer, and that's where sound kits come in.
So like, let me ask you, if you literally made a living of your music, or you like got school or whatever?
Yeah, so I'm still in school. Music was kind of like a side thing for me early in the year, but when it started taking off, I started like putting more time into it and stuff. But definitely keeping school as a priority too, just because you always want to have a plan B and stuff. But yeah, I always keep education and producing up there in my priorities.
But you planning to really make a living of your music, or you just got like, because you said the school is plan B, like I think for most of us it really is, but what's your, let me say, strategy? What's your plan for future in music?
If music comes to the point where I like need to work on it every single day, and like I have like no time, then maybe I'll consider, leaving school. But as of now, I think I can balance it just because I've done it already. Me kind of blowing up, I was doing that through literally being in school. So I have no doubt that I can like balance the two. But, if like next year on the next level, kind of working heavy and making a lot of income and stuff, then maybe I'll consider it.
You had any, let me say, crazy experiences in school, like which came with you blowing up, kind of like everybody saw you TikTok and stuff? You got any crazy situations that was caused by that?
Yeah, so nothing crazy, but I had like one person notice me at school. I was at the cafeteria, I was just chilling, eating like some Panda Express, and some dude just like while I was about to go sit down, I look at this guy and he's like kind of like looking at me weird, like if I was like familiar to him. I was like, what the heck? So I just sat down, whatever, and then like 5 minutes later he comes up to me, he's like, yo, are you that producer on TikTok? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no way. He was like, I didn't know you went to school, blah blah blah. That was cool. He ended up being like some party host or whatever. He was like, yo, I throw parties like here out in LA and stuff. I was like, for sure. That was crazy.
You went to that party or not?
He just said he throws parties. He didn't tell me like, oh, I'm gonna have a party, you should come. I used to go to parties a lot. Now not really.
So
Yeah.
outside of the sound kits, beats and content, I saw you doing like real songs. Can you talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, so I actually started as an artist. So I was kind of like, the way I started making beats, the way I looked at it was like, I'm going to learn how to make beats for myself so I can rap on. And I wasn't thinking about like, I'm going to start selling these beats, I'm going to become a producer. No, I was like, I can just learn how to produce so I don't have to pay for beats as an artist. So that's how I started producing. At first, it was just like terrible beats. I was just like making terrible beats on top of terrible songs. But over time, I like learned, and I would just like compare my songs to like top charts and stuff and see what I was doing wrong, watch YouTube videos and stuff. I learned producing for being an artist, but I started rapping kind of when I was 13 and continued this whole time, just using my own beats, stayed consistent. Now I'm kind of more heavy on the producing side just because people like my beats a lot. But yeah, I definitely want to continue being an artist. That's like a fun part of making music for me.
So like you said, you're gonna focus more on producing because you got now these connections and stuff, this recognition from really making beats, not being an artist. But as an artist, you got some recognition too, like you had some people telling like, oh, this is fire, and like you saw growing new listeners or Spotify or something.
Yeah, so when I was posting on TikTok, it was mainly just my artist stuff. Like my first year and a half would just be all my artist side of music. And so I made some videos kind of like showing my screen with like this camera and like showing how I make a song. I made a lot of those videos, and those kind of got like 20 to 30k. One got like 100k. Now it's at like 400k. And it was like just me rapping, but it was on my beat, and no one knew that like I was a producer. Yeah, I would just make those kind of videos and stuff. Those would kind of get a little bit of recognition. Some people would hit me up for like features and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. But yeah, once I started posting like beats stuff, that's when I kind of shifted my lane a little bit and started prioritizing like beats because of how big I saw it could potentially be.
So can you talk a little bit about how your day looks like what's your routine, like the general day?
At first, when I was like first blowing up, I was kind of just making beats like whenever. Like I didn't really have a routine. I was just like, oh, when I'm bored, I'm gonna just like make something that I like. But now I wake up early. I kind of shifted like my routine. I wake up at like 6:30 in the morning. I'll go to the coffee shop. I'll just cook up at Starbucks, do whatever I have to do, make some loops there, make some connections, send out some stuff. That'll be like till 10:30, 11. After that, I'll go to the gym. The gym is very important for me. I don't miss days at the gym. I'm always there. I think it's like a main part of my day. So yeah, I usually take like an hour and a half, 2 hours at the gym, come back, eat something, chill for a little bit, come back to my room, just cook up some more. And then from there, dinner, chill with the family, and then like cool down or maybe hang out with some friends at night, and then just go to sleep early.
So what's your advice for anyone who trying to be in the same position you are right now? Like what would you say to the people that trying to do the same thing as you?
Yeah, I say just stick to content, prioritize content, be consistent with that, because I feel like that gave me a head start for a lot of producers, because a lot of producers, they're making beats, but they're not putting their beats out there. They're just throwing them on YouTube and stuff. And that's fine. You can blow up through YouTube, but I feel like just posting on every single social media platform, that'll just boost not only producing, but for everything, like your entire brand. So yeah, prioritize content, because you never know who's going to watch your stuff. I had producers hitting me up that I was like mind blown. I had DJ Mustard hit me up to pull up to a session, and I was like, there's no way. Like, I didn't even make like his style of beats. How did it reach him? You never know who's gonna hit you up and see your stuff. Yeah, I say just post, and learn the algorithm.
So I was just about to ask you, because mainly it's online stuff, but like you said, he invited you to a session, so you go to a session in a real studio sometimes, or just online and just like cooking up by yourself?
Yeah, I actually do pull up to sessions just to get the experience of like in person cooking up and stuff. I think that's, you know, a way to learn, not just to be by yourself like in your room, but like if there's a big opportunity, you already know how the feeling is when you're in a studio with an artist and he's like, oh, make me something. Then you already kind of like, you're not nervous. You're just like, oh, I've done this before. Cook up something right there. They like it. They'll just like, they'll tell you to tweak something here and there, and then you just go accordingly to whatever he's feeling in the moment. I go to studio sessions a lot. I actually have one today, not with an artist, but with a producer, but mainly at home. It's at my home studio, just cooking up.
Going back to Mustard, like you met him?
No, I actually haven't. So he DM'd me one day and he was like, yo, you're hard. I was like, appreciate it. He's like, my boy put me onto your videos and stuff. He was like, we got to have a session. I was like, no way. That's crazy. I hit him back. I was like, bet, let's do it. When you want to do it. And then he like never responded. And then maybe like a few weeks after, I like DM'd him again. I was like, yo, hit me with the details, or like, when do you want to do it? Yo, let's get a session in. And he was like, bet, let's do it. And then he gave me his number. And then so I got his number, texted him. I was like, yo, this is Barragini. He's like, yo, what up? And then I was like, give me a date. And like, I'm there. I'm free whenever. And dude just didn't respond. I don't know what happened, but I just like, whenever I hit him up again, he's like, yeah, I'm down. And then just like never ends up working out. But the other day when the Kendrick song dropped, Not Like Us, how it was produced by Mustard, I hit him up. I was like, yo, you spazzed on the Kendrick song. He liked the message. It never worked out, but hopefully it'll come soon. I might hit him up again, shoot him some loops, see if he messes with them. If he does, he might just like tell me to pull up and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't ask you to like share every DMs and stuff, but what about the D-Rock? Because we know he locked in with Youngboy since like some long time, and he really get that placement, so we got connection with him as well.
He actually followed me like the beginning of the year, but I actually like, I never got his email, never got his number. I've DM'd him before and stuff. Like, I tagged him in a lot of my videos and he's seen a lot of them. But like, I would ask him like, yo, where do I send this? Nothing. He wouldn't like respond. But he literally follows me, so he gets it in his like main inbox. But yeah, I never could really say anything to him because he never gave me his email and stuff.
But you got any unreleased maybe with Youngboy, like some stuff you heard about? Maybe you just planning to really lock in because he's got album on the way or something, or you just like chilling?
Yeah, so I actually have another unreleased song with Youngboy. I posted it like a while ago, maybe a few weeks after the snippet came out of the first one, of the first placement. I saw another one and I started freaking out. I was telling my parents and stuff. I was like, dude, I got another one, what the hell? But probably like a few weeks ago, I got a call from D-Rock's little brother, because I'm like close with him. His name is Sam. We're always like cooking up and stuff. D-Rock has like 3 brothers, or no, it's like 3 brothers total. I'm cool with the youngest one and we're always cooking up and stuff. And he called me. He was like, yo, my brother just called me. He said that you probably have like 5 or 6 on the new album. And I was like, what the? There's no way. I was like freaking out and stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have like maybe 6 or like 7 beats on the next album. I'm still waiting for him to drop the album. I don't know why he's lagging it, but if he does, that's gonna be insane.
You struggle with sleep from the excitement or not?
I sleep good, dreaming like, bro, this is gonna be crazy. Like, I hope that's true. I hope I get like at least 1 or 2. I'll still be happy with that. Hopefully the hard work pays off again.
So show us how you make those beats.
Let's see. So this is a loop I made a while back. So we're gonna start with that. What I do is I just kind of chop up and try pitching it up, see what it sounds like. I'll go to my drum kit. And with Youngboy, they do a lot of like different clap variations. So he'll go like this, or he'll even do something like this. I'm gonna just keep it simple right now. Gotta have those short open hats. This one's tough. Gotta have a lot of perks going on. Got some bounce going. Oh, this one's tough. Should be done. All right, it's done.
Yeah, that's a hard beat you made, bro.
Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Yeah, so appreciate you pulling up today. You can tell us if you got any kits on the way, any plans.
Yeah, so I plan on dropping a loop kit real soon. Now stay tuned for that. One of my hardest loops. I'm probably gonna drop like 20 of them, maybe more. We'll see, but yeah, just keep looking at videos. I'm gonna try to be consistent throughout the whole summer, experimenting, keep doing what I'm doing, and yeah.
Stay tuned for that, guys.
Later, guys.